Good morning. Welcome to Options Tender. We're doing a members video. We're going to check out, really we're going to focus on QQQ, and we're going to go around the horn on big tech stocks. So, it's so exciting here on a Friday where everything looks bullish, but really it's not. So you have the advanced decline, not doing very well, not a very strong day. But it's because of this. So that's why price is going up, and you have a lot of people kind of flowing over from Tesla, getting super bullish, but really what's happening is that's what we're going to show today. So just quickly on SPY, we had the old trend line that broke down, and we're just back testing that. Thanks, Pat, for the point out. And that yesterday he asked me if it could make this point back up here. I said, yeah, it doesn't have to, but it certainly did, and it's right on cue. So no pun intended. So go for the triple Qs here, and all we're doing is filling out this wedge just a little bit more. We have a little bit more room to the upside. Sure, we have a point, about a point and a half, and could throw over a little bit and create a wick similar to this. Or it could reverse from here. So we already have divergence here. It just stretched it out just a little bit more this whole way. Now getting weaker, and a new lower high right here on the RSI as well. So not much more that can happen there. I think this is likely done. And now you see we made a new high in Qs, but not a new high in SPY. So really it did the opposite of what we thought. We thought the Qs would diverge and SPY would make new highs. Instead it did the opposite, and that's probably with big tech coming in next week, coming in hot. That's what that's signifying. And we can go to the daily real quick as well. And that's right here is what we're doing. Again, right now, making a new high, lower highs in the market. So we didn't have that before. We didn't have divergences on the Qs, on the MACD, and now we do. So that's a little bit of evidence there. And right here we have the three peaks just made today. It's just building up a story. I constantly I play probabilities. I mean, that's what traders do, and it's just not likely that this market's going to move up any higher. Clearly I've been wrong, but if you really put in this perspective, we called our high here on the Qs, and then SPY went higher the next week. Okay, but if you put in this retrospect, we got bearish here. I think it was actually right here, 494, and we went up 6 points. I mean, it's nothing. It's been sideways, and if we reverse from here, that's a 6 point difference, especially if you're trading stock. If you're trading stock off of this channel, you're going to be in the green really soon here. Okay, let's go around the horn on big tech and show you what I'm looking at. And VIX, we'll look at that in the major market. Okay, so Apple, kind of like what we were talking about yesterday with the Qs. This certainly is in a three-wave move situation, but what I really think is happening, it's setting up, and nobody can tell. It looks like a 5-3-5, right? That's a zigzag or a flat pattern, or 3-3-5 would be a flat pattern, but 5-3-5 could be a zigzag. Anyway, the whole point is this could also be a 1-2 setup, and so we're already up to some retracements here. And so we're here, we're almost to the 62% retracement. So this is setting up right now into a 1-2 setup, 1-2-1-2 setup. Amazon coming back into resistance here. So again, we have just a little bit, a hair, to go here, but really setting up 1 2 1 2, getting lower highs and lower lows. It's an equilibrium because we're getting higher lows as well. But again, if this starts to break down, then you know where the setup is. 1 2 1 2. Tesla, just unimaginable, but really, it's just back testing this channel. Made new high here. No divergences or anything, just a massive gap up move. But we're red hot right now, so not much left to go in this move itself. And we already talked about Tesla in the long run. So 1 2 setup, this could be a very shallow pullback that happens, or it could be a sharp one. It doesn't matter. But whole point is, if this is a 1 2 setup and a bullish move, we'll probably just get a sideways consolidation for a little bit and continue higher. So if Tesla wants to go through that theory, make sure you watch that video if you haven't, because the theory is that Tesla might be defying gravity while the rest of the stocks go down. Meta still in lower highs and lower lows, so this could be one move in itself, and Meta could theoretically move a little bit higher in this and before retracing, but this could be setting up for a big move to the downside as well. Either one on this one. But again, the whole point is saying that time's limited on these moves. And this one certainly looks like an inverse head and shoulders, but if this is going to move sharply to the upside, it could hold the market up. But in my opinion, really it's just dancing around, setting up and waiting for the rest of the market to continue lower. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 kind of thing. And right here, Microsoft had a nice retracement. So again, much larger 1 2, and then a 1 2 into just resistance again. Nice retracement here to the 62% retracement, and possibly could go up to the 786 as well, but also creating negative divergence here. So we had a high, lower high here, divergence, and you actually probably could draw some sort of line up here too of resistance. So this could be just a wedge, expanding wedge here, and negative divergence in RSI as well. And Nvidia is just possibly creating a double top right here. Again, it's the bear flag. Okay, negative divergence. Even if we make a new high here, I'm not sure that occurred yet. If it does, we just get another negative divergence right there. All right, same thing with the RSI, all these lower highs. Okay, so I don't know if it made a new high yet. It might. And this line, I clearly could change to reach these highs. You just have to adjust it down here, but it doesn't matter. It's creating divergence. And so it might get a new high here at maybe 145 or so. Close that gap. And then that would be it, I think, for Nvidia. And we'll go through everything else in the major video, in the overall video. But here we have a flat pattern. So again, I said the high we talked about being SMH. We'll talk about this again, but and now we're getting an A, B, C correction where if you look at A, I think this works out perfect with the 100%. So the length of A looks like is, yeah, we're at the 100% at where A equals C here. So that might be it for SMH right there. All right. So if that's it for SMH, it's likely it for Nvidia. All right, that's it, you guys. Thanks for joining us here at Options Center. We'll see you in the next video.